Hey, good morning. It's Bart with High Tech Motorsport, 763-712-9088. Give me a call or text me. Text doesn't work. An old-fashioned guy. Email me, bart@hightechmotorsport.com. Just want to show you something. We just did a 2000 Corvette stick car. We took it from a 346 cubic inch with only a cold air intake to a 383. We cleaned up the heads a little bit because we're going to try for some maximum effort, but I want to show you what's going on. Long tube headers, 1.75 inch, 226, 232 cam, 627 lift on a 112+0. It's one of my customs. Worked out really well. Show you this. Let's see, whoops. Okay, there we go. So this is the original we got going here. It made 319 at the wheels and 321 torque. It was a cold air intake car. Okay, now we got going 431 horse at the wheels, 431 foot-pounds of torque. It's a square motor. I love making square motors. You can see the curves right there. The blue line's what he came in with, and the red line is what he's going home with, maybe. But I want to show you this. So we put together this set of particular camshaft. 1.32 foot-pounds of torque per cubic inch at the crank, but it's only 1.32 horsepower at the crank. So although it's going to be really fast, we left out just one thing that we're going to change this morning just for fun. We're going to get it on YouTube. We're putting an LS2 intake manifold on it and throttle body, so that'll hopefully perk it up quite a bit with horsepower. We won't make any more torque, but we're going to extend the range. I want to show you this so that you can see that. There we go. Now, right here, there's an air kink. Right here, and it's always on the torque line. See that? See that little kink right there? Also, it rolls over. Something will not move any more air, whether it's the cylinder heads or the intake manifold or the manifolds. In this case, we've got long tubes, and that won't be a problem, but it will not move any more air. So therefore, because horsepower is defined or derived from torque versus RPM divided by a constant 5250, so that every sheet should actually cross right here at 5250 if it's a legitimate sheet. But you can see right here it kind of comes up lazy and it rolls over, and we're moved up to 6,700 RPM, but we're hoping to extend this line way above 450 horse to gain 1.5 or close to it horsepower per cubic inch. The 1.32 foot-pounds of torque, that's really good. It's going to be a rocket ship for this guy. He's in his 60s, so I promised him less, but we're giving him more, so guys are usually happy about that. But it's just a pump premium fuel, 10.5 to 1 compression. Don't get carried away because compression isn't that big a deal, even though a lot of people said it is. You don't want to be around 8.5 to 1, but you don't want to be up around 12 to 1 so you can't get fuel. Can't drive the car. Anyway, we're going to put the LS2 intake manifold on it, and I'll show you that today when Kyle comes in. First, we've got a Corvette on the dyno for, I don't know why. But then we're going to get that done. And then we've got a Dodge that we did, Dodge Challenger, that we did a supercharger on last year. And now we put a set of gears into it and a carbon fiber drive shaft and a 3000 stall converter. So that's going to be a rocket ship too. It's a 5.7. It's kind of my favorite hop-up thing for this type of thing. And it's going to probably run into the, high 10s. It's got drag radials on it, but 391 gear is what we upgraded it to. Anyway, as soon as we get Kyle in here, we're going to update the intake manifold so you can see the difference and what the plenum is, what's going to go on, and we'll see if it actually works. Once again, we did port up these cylinder heads a little bit. We cut Bill loose a little bit. Not a big fan of that with only 346 cubic inches, but the cylinder heads usually roll out of air at about 5 1/4. So we're trying to up this a little bit to make 550 crank. Anyway, we'll see if it works.